Hey guys, today I'd like to take a look at a mask that I really love, and I love the whole set of these masks. But I'll cover this one of the three at this time, and that is the 2012 Don Post pumpkin mask. And I was sort of reluctant to do videos on this Halloween 3 mask trio, this being one of the three, because there's been a lot said about these masks online and in videos. In fact, Dr. Lady did a great video on this mask also, and so I wasn't sure there was really much that I'd be able to add to what's already been said, but I wanted to include them because they are this one and the other two in the trio are some of my favorite masks, and I think they are currently classics, really, even though they are the reissues and future collectibles as well. Now, this, as most people know, is one of the three masks, those being the pumpkin, the witch, and the skull, that appeared as the famous trio of masks in the 1982 film Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. And this movie, it is classic in the mask collecting world because it did feature this trio of masks, and it was about a mask company creating evil masks. But it wasn't necessarily a very loved movie. I won't go into a movie review here, but many people don't consider it a very good movie. I don't mind the movie. You know, it is of its era, and it is okay. It was very disappointing to Michael Myers fans at the time because it didn't have Michael Myers in the movie, even though it was a Halloween movie, one of the franchise. But in the movie, there are, again, the three masks, and the two other masks besides the pumpkin were existing Don Post masks that were utilized for the movie. But the pumpkin was created as a new mask for the movie, and then it actually went into production, and it was in the 1983 catalog and available. Here's a picture of the 1983 catalog showing the pumpkin mask, and as you can see, it is titled or called Pumpkin Head at that time. And this was available for 3 years as far as I can tell. It was also available in 1984 and 1985. Here's a 1984 catalog page from Pete's great archive at the Devil's Workshop. Thank you, Pete. And as you can see, in 84 and also in 85, the name was changed to Smiling Jack and was not available as the trio of Halloween 3 masks. And so this one, as I mentioned, is a reissue from 2012. And as I'm sure everybody knows, 2012 was the year that Don Post Studios closed its doors forever, and as far as we know. And this was one of the masks that was new for 2012, and it was not officially released, from what I can tell. And I'm sure there's some really hardcore historians on the mask trio, and if I get any of the history wrong, please correct me. But this one was produced along with the other two in limited quantities, and so the quantity is really not known as far as I can tell from any research that I've done. And if someone does have the information to solve that mystery, please add it in the comments. But it's been estimated that the quantity is in the dozens, and as Dr. Lady states, he feels that at most it was produced in a quantity of 6 dozen masks, and so that would be obviously very few of these masks that are available and are produced, and so you can see on eBay there's people selling these for quite a bit of money. I don't know if they sell, but they're asking quite a bit of money for these, and they are kind of scarce. There always seems to be some available on eBay, but again, the price is always so high that I think it's just the same one or two sets that keep coming up listed on there. And so in 2012, this was issued, as you can see. Now, a lot of people have mentioned problems with the quality on their masks, on their Halloween trios. And one of the problems that is common is that these were shipped all together and smashed. And so they're very deformed and distorted. Now, this is cast in a decent thickness of tan vinyl. And so as a vinyl mask, they can be brought back into shape by warming them in a pillowcase in a dryer, or by a hair dryer, things like that, and then stuffing them. This one, as you can see, I did not have any problems with really distortion on this one. Just a little bit, but nothing too bad. It displays nicely. And also there were some reports that some of the paint would have stuck together with other masks and been pulled off in certain areas, or the paint wasn't done very well. But again, this particular copy has no problems that I can find on it. It looks very nice. Now, it has black mesh in the eyes and the mouth to hide the wearer's features, and it is painted in fluorescent paint. So that's paint that is blacklight paint, basically. So it glows under black light. Both the orange and the green are both fluorescent paint, and as you can see, it comes with the Halloween 3 movie tag on it. It doesn't say pumpkin anywhere on it. In the catalog, and you can see here is the 2012 catalog page featuring the trio of masks. This one is known as the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch Pumpkin Mask. But again, the tags are all the same on all three. They don't say which mask it is, the name of the mask. And as you can see, they also came with the silver shamrock tag as part of the tags that are on the mask. They're not affixed to the mask as the movie masks would have had them, but there's also a computer chip on the back here, printed picture of a computer chip or a circuit board, and that was part of the movie plot, that they had a circuitry that could be activated to do their evil stuff to the kids that were wearing them. So, and also this mask does not say Don Post Studios in the sculpt at all. Many or most Don Post Studios did have an indication in the actual mold that it was a Don Post Studios mask, but this one, as far as I can see, it doesn't have any indication of Don Post Studios or date or copyright information. Nothing, no markings on the mask at all. And so Lee Lambert also featured this in his fantastic book, The Illustrated History of Don Post Studios. You can see here is a page featuring the mask trio from Halloween 3 in Lee's book. And most recently, Trick or Treat Studios has also issued this mask trio from Halloween 3. And their set is actually very nice also. But as I said, I just love the trio. It displays great. Has a great story behind it, of course, and I think, as I said, it's going to continue to be a classic Don Post mask, and the trio will be as a set because there's only a limited quantity available, and so I'd recommend finding this mask and the full trio if you can, but again, I don't know about the pricing that I see currently for sets that are for sale. But again, that is the Don Post Studios Halloween 3 Pumpkin Mask. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.